Hello friends, welcome back to Aryan's World of Study and Gaming. I am Aryan Sinha. So friends, today I will show you an interesting thing in Scratch. The project is Scratch multiplayer mode. Okay friends, multiplayer means a game in which many players can play at the same time. Okay, so friends, we have to do it in the online version because multiplayer is online. We can't do in offline. Okay, and plus we can do in the online because offline because we have to create the cloud variable. Cloud variable is basically online. Okay, it stores in the server. Okay. Now, for the cloud variable, first we need an account, okay, and the password. And those who have not created a login password, they can't create the cloud variable. In this project, we will need a lot of variables and 3 sprites, okay. Now, without wasting time, let's start. Now, friends, now we don't need the default sprite cat. If you want, you can use this too, but for now, I don't need it. Now, I will pick some and choose some sprites. Okay, the main sprite will be Giga. You can use the cat sprite too. Okay. So friends, I have chosen the Giga. If you want, you can choose the cat sprite too. There will be no problem in the coding. Now again, I will go here. Okay, now I will search. Now I will pick Nano. Okay, Nano. Okay, Nano, great. So here, great. So friends, as it is online, we will take 2 players. If you want 3 players, no problem. Just it will depend on the coding. Okay, now I will grab Nano and I will keep it little bit here. Okay. Now I will go here again. Then I will choose Pico. Okay, Pico is also here. Okay, now friends, here, now I will change Pico's name to player 1. Okay, as online there will be 2 players. Okay, player 1. So, no, it's player 2 and Nano will be player 1. Okay, player 1. Okay, great. Now friends, to activate the online version, the main coding is in Giga. Okay. Now I will start making. So I will delete my variable. Okay. And remember, we have to hide all these variables because there are lots of them. Okay, and it will not look nice. So now I will select the cloud variable. Okay, stored on server. It will tell you it will be only in the online version of Scratch. Okay. Now I will type here P1X. See, friends, here it will note that it will tell us that cloud variables only support numbers. Okay, but we don't need the numbers. Okay, that's why we will continue. Okay, now I will hide it. Then again I will make another cloud variable. Its name will be Py. Okay, it's for the y and x coordinate. See, cloud variable, normal variables are different. See, in the cloud variables, you can see there is a cloud. Okay. Now for the player 2, again cloud variable, I'll change it to p2x, p2x, and then p5. Always we have to write, always it will be the cloud variable. Okay, some variables don't have cloud variable. Okay, in the multiplayer mode. Okay, cloud variable again. Okay, next will be player 1 check. Player 1 check. Okay. Next, again I will create another variable. Its name will be player 2 check. Okay. Since there are two players, if you want, you can keep three players and change the coding little bit. There will be no problem. Now next, some variables need not to be cloud variable. Okay. Next one is P1. Okay. Next one is P1 online. Okay. Basically, these codings are for checking the if the players are online or not. Okay. Now, now next will be P2 online. Okay. P2 online. Shift. Whoops. P2 online. Okay, great. Now, last variable we have to create is player ID. Okay, player ID. Okay, now I have created all the variables we need. Okay, now okay, now let's start the coding. Okay, now let's start Giga's coding. Now friends, I want to show you something. The cloud variables will be in here and here too. It will be stored in the server. Okay, great. Now I will go to Giga. Now let's start the coding. I will pick when green flag click. You know what? I will minimize the size. Okay, and then I will pick show or else it will not show. Okay, now I will pick, let me think which will be the best position for the sprite. I think if I think it will be good for the sprite to be in the middle. Okay, okay, great. Now it's looking perfect. Now let's start the real coding. Now I will pick set P1 on 9 to 0 because at the starting there will be no player 1 nor the player 2. Okay, then again I'll pick set P2 online. Okay, so that at the starting when green flag click there will be no players, but after some minutes there will be players. Okay, now I'll select set player 1 check, so that it will set player 1 check to P1 online. Okay, so that it will set player 1 check to P1 online. Now I will duplicate it. I will keep it here. I will again keep it there. And then I will change it to player 2 check. And then I will change it to P2 online. Wait a minute. Okay, now I will select player ID because at the starting I told that there will be no players. Okay, that's why the player ID should be at 0. Okay, see now after this much is not, still it is not left. It's not done. Okay, it's still more is left. Now we will pick the say block and then I will type here loading. It will set for 5 seconds because friends, you know that in games at starting it will say loading, right? Okay, now I will pick the if then else from the controls block. Okay, controls block palette. Now friends, what is the function of the if then? I will not tell you. After completing, I will tell you what is its function. Now I will go to the operators. Then I will pick the equal to block. I will change it to this and then I will pick player 1 check equals P1 online. This sprite will work if the player 1 check equals to P1 online, if the player 1 is online or not. Okay, then after this, if the player 1 is online, then set player ID to 1. Okay, 1. Okay, now then I will pick set player 1 check to 0. Okay, set player 1 check to 0 because now we don't need the player 1 check anymore, but we still need the variables. Okay, now again we will pick the say hello block. I will keep it here. Now I will type here you are nano. Okay, we can just type here you are player 1. Okay, if you want you can type it, there will be no problem, and still the coding is not enough. Now you have understand the part of the if then. Again I will keep another if then else inside it. Okay, then we have to just change it to player 2 check equals to P2 online, set player ID to 2. Okay, means 2 of them are already here. Okay, then set player 2 check, okay, to 0, and then it will say you are Pico. You are Pico. Then one more thing, the coding is still not over yet. I will duplicate it. I will keep it here. Then I will broadcast join, means then this coding is for the 2 players to join. Okay, I will keep it inside the if then else, both the if then else. Now what will be in the else? Okay, if the game is full, then it will say means. See my friends, some multiplayer games have limit. Okay, after 50 or 100 players no one can join. So now I will type here sorry. Oops, I will write here sorry, the game was full. Now and a sad face. Okay, means it is telling sorry. Okay friends, still the coding for everything is not left, it's not over. Okay, I will then pick stop all, then I will select hide, so that after that it will hide. Okay, see friends, still the coding is not left because this is a very big project. Now when I receive join, okay, now I will select if then, okay, not if then else. Now I will select the forever loop. Are you thinking that I will keep it inside? I will keep the if then inside this? No, I will keep it inside here. Okay, so that if then this, if this message receives this, then it will continue forever. Okay, now again for that we need the operators, and again I will write here one. Okay, if player ID means after this, for the first coding, if there is already one, then change player one check. Change player one check by one means there it will increase by one. Okay, then I will pick wait 1 second. Now this coding is for the calculation, means that if there is already one player, then it will change it by one. Okay, it will change it by one. Now again I will duplicate it. I will keep it here. Now I'll keep it here. Now I will change it to, okay, I will change here to 2. If player ID equals 2, okay, change player 2 check by 1. Okay, so that it will calculate this, then it will also calculate this too. Okay, now finally the main sprite gigas, all coding are over. Okay, the coding for giga is now finished. Okay, this was a very tricky coding, right? Now next the player 1 coding. Okay, now finally we are coding for the players. I will decrease it. When green flag click, hide. At the starting they should hide. Then when I receive join, so when the player 1 and player 2 receive join, then they should show. I'll pick show. I'll keep it here. Then I will keep and if then, okay, if then, okay. Now friends, basically for the player 1, if player ID equals 1, okay, then it should show. Okay, again we will keep the forever loop inside the if then, and we will again keep an if then inside the forever loop. Okay, it's not tricky, but now inside now. Now let's start the coding for this. Sensing. If key up arrow is pressed, then now I will use the amazing coding of variables. Then change P1 Y. Change P1 Y by 3. Okay. Now I will again duplicate it. I will keep it here. Down arrow pressed. Change Py by -3. Okay. Now same for the up. Same for the left and right arrows. Again I will duplicate it. That's why I was doing it right here. If right arrow pressed and left arrow pressed. Okay, now I will keep it inside here, and this was the coding to move the players. Okay, now again I will keep when I receive join. Okay, when I receive join, this both are interconnected because they are same. I will keep, now this time we will pick the forever loop. Then I will choose go to. Are you thinking that I will really keep the position like this? No. I will select it to P1X and P1Y. This means the player 1X and player 1Y. So that it will go there where we want by pressing the up, right, down and left arrows. Okay. Now friends, for the player 2, every coding is same. Okay, but just we have to change the variables. Okay, it should be here. Now I will minimize it. Now friends, it should not be same like the Giga, or else it will stick to it and both will be connected to each other and it will not look nice, right? Now let's start for the player 2. First, P2X will replace P1X and then P2Y will replace P1Y, so that it will follow the player 2's command. Okay, player 2 command, what we give it. Okay, now again, as all we know, we will change the player 2 ID to player 2. Then I will change it here to P2Y. Okay, P2Y means the player 2's Y coordinate. Okay. Oh, first I should write here P1X, or else it will not move in the X coordinate. Okay. P2X. Again P2X. Yay! Now P2X, P2Y. Now basically this coding is to move the player 1 and player 2, and Giga has nothing to do, and let's test. Okay, first wait a minute, I will save it and then see, it's loading. And Nano, see, the Nano can move but the Pico cannot move. So friends, wait a minute, the concept. Now what? Okay, now friends, to make it multiplayer, again I will duplicate this tab. Okay, Wait a minute, it's loading, it's loading. Great! Everything is here. I will minimize it. See the coding of everything we have done it. Okay. Now I will select it and then I will maximize it and then I will change it to this much. Half. Little bit this much. Little bit. Okay, left. Yes. Okay. Great. It should be right here. Okay, great. Wait a minute. Before minimizing it, I should have done something. That is to maximize it. Then only. Okay. Now I understood. I think the sides are uneven. I will minimize it. Now, make sure everything is even now. Okay, loading. I want to really test it. Okay, friends, it will randomly see. Now if I see, now friends, if I click here, then this will move, and now if I keep here, this will move. This is how the multiplayer works. Okay. Loading, again loading. You can see, still it's nano. It will very rarely tell Pico. Okay. Loading. Please say Pico. Okay, fine. Oh wow, you can see. For example, my friend is on his computer. He can click here and he can play. And if I'm in my computer, I can play here too. Okay, great. Now I will keep it here again. And now let's maximize it. Okay. See, it was so amazing, right? See, this tells you that nothing is impossible in Scratch. We can create any game you want. Okay, we can create multiplayer, we can create offline mode, anything in Scratch. Okay? So friends, this was the today's big Scratch project. I hope you liked it. Please try it yourself in scratch.mid.edu. Now please hit the like, subscribe button. It really motivates me to create dislike amazing videos in Scratch. Okay? Now, so then take care. Bye bye. Stay home, stay safe, and stay connected. Goodbye.